Burnout doesn't happen because you are weak. Burnout happens because you are trying to lead in a way that contradicts your female biology, your psychology, and your feminine energetic blueprint. Every empire building woman reaches a point where strategy is no longer enough, where pushing harder stops working at one point, where way too much rigid discipline becomes self-punishment, and where the nervous system short circuits because you are leading like a machine instead of multi-dimensional human. What allowed me to scale, sustain, and expand my empire wasn't hustling more. It was learning how to create power, profit, and performance through feminine leadership, emotional intelligence, and energetic mastery. It was understanding that masculine force builds speed, but feminine energy builds longevity and sustainability. It was learning how to protect my life force instead of leaking into the wrong people, wrong projects, wrong clients, and wrong expectations. Women burn out not because they lack ambition. They lack energetic boundaries. They overgive, overperform, overexplain, and override every single signal that their body sends until eventually they disconnect from intuition. And intuition is the core navigation system of feminine leadership. The feminine empire isn't just built on constant pressure. It is built through alignment, but not the fluffy alignment that we hear about all the time from coaches who preach it online, but the alignment that comes when you regulate your nervous system, release trapped emotional imprints that keep you addicted to chaos, and step out of survival loops you inherited from your childhood or your parents or even your ancestry. Most female entrepreneurs are not tired from building a business. They're tired from carrying emotional weight that was never theirs. They're tired from looping through fear of being seen, fear of losing love if they succeed, fear of outgrowing their partners, which happens very often, and fear that success will make their life less safe. Burnout is often a symptom of unresolved emotional trauma and nervous system braced for collapse, and leadership built on guilt instead empowered leadership. Empire building begins when you rewire those patterns, when you learn how to scale without abandoning yourself, when you understand the difference between expansion energy and survival energy, when you understand that wealth responds to calm power, not just some frantic anxiety. Feminine leadership means creating a regulated body, a clear mind, and emotionally clean field. It means understanding that your creativity is the actual engine of your business. So when you feel drained, your business does too. It means recognizing when your energy is leaking and where. Is it going to relationships that suffocate you, or clients who drain you, or environments that shrink you, and closing that leak immediately? It means learning how to lead from your intuition, which is the feminine compass that always knows the next step long before logic catches up. It means learning how to build in cycles, not in sprints, creating when your body says to create, resting when your body says you have to rest, making decisions from emotional clarity instead of emotional reactivity, and understanding that softness and power are not opposite. They are the formula. They're working together hand in hand. Building a successful business without burnout also requires energetic discernment. Not every opportunity is aligned. Not every client is a match. Not every season is meant for expansion. Feminine leadership means you can feel the difference between aligned growth and forced growth. And I've been there. It means you stop chasing just money to soothe your ego because you're comparing yourself to everybody else, and you start pursuing wealth that nourishes your nervous system. It means you understand that you cannot scale if your energy is constantly entangled with people who resent your rise, or partners who fear your power, or team members who depend on your emotional labor. Burned out appears when a woman stops carrying everyone else's emotional world. Feminine energetics also means acknowledging that your body tells the truth before your mind does. Your burnout begins with subtle things: the resentment, the numbness, the irritability, difficulty creating, difficulty feeling disconnected from work, on craving escape. The top women who build successful businesses sustainably don't wait for the breakdown. They respond to the whispers that I just mentioned. They choose slowness before the collapse. They choose support instead of struggle. They choose simplicity over chaos. And they build systems that protect their energy. They build teams that amplify their genius. They create offers that feel good, not draining. They redesign their business every time their identity expands, because feminine power is in constant evolution. To build a successful business without a burnout, you must learn the energetics of receiving. Most women can work, produce, and give, but cannot receive support, or rest, or admiration, or pleasure, or wealth, or help. Your business grows in direct proportion to your ability to receive. That means receiving without guilt, without fear, and receiving without waiting for the moment it will all be taken away. Feminine leadership also requires letting go of the belief that suffering equals success. You are not more worthy because you struggle. Don't wear that badge. You're not more deserving because you burnt yourself out. Ease is not laziness. It is you just being smart. Pleasure is not distraction. It is fuel. And rest is not weakness. It is part of the strategy. A regulated woman is the most powerful asset in her business. When you build from wholeness instead of burnout, your business becomes a reflection of your highest self, not your wounded self. Your empire, your business empire, is born from clarity, creativity, conviction, connection, not from you burning out and being all over the place. And the moment a woman finally rewires her relationship with her energy and power and money, her nervous system as well, she becomes impossible to burn out, because she no longer builds from depletion. She builds from overflow. So I want you to tell me in the comment section which part of this video you love the most. What is one strategy you are applying so that you guarantee you will not burn out? And if you want to be surrounded by supportive women who will also make sure that you don't burn out, that you're supported, you should definitely join my free community of ambitious, incredible women. The link will be below in the comments.